and shit talk back. As I said, I hadn't read it in a long time. I have not talked to anyone about it in a long time, but it was Shem. But it's Ham, then Japheth, then Shem. Although they have Shem first. Shem was just like Jacob. He was the baby. Don't know how I could miss Shem when it's SHEM. Because in the movies, Shem is not a male. It is a female. But in the movies, and she also is married to a melanated man. However, in the book, it tells you they are all brothers. Sometimes brother can be your brothers and sisters when you are dealing with brethren, and more than likely, it probably said Ben, which meant his children, and gave the names. And then when Aleister Crowley or whatever pink motherfucker got a hold to the book, they changed it to 3 brothers because of the language that it was before they changed it. You know, it could have been Ben, maybe even brethren, something like that. So they took it to be all males. So now you have 3 males. Someone else had a female too, but they said it was all males, but one was a female. Even Micaiah in the Bible is not a man. It's not a male, it's a female. I did not know it until after I named my son Micaiah. After the bullshit hit, then I had nothing else to do but study. So I studied my name, studied their names, and I found a lot of shit I was going through. Had a lot of things to do with my children's names. Even the name Kanate, which is my baby son, he is Kanate Micaiah. So, see, because the pink man is not going to tell you everything you need to know about yourself. They're going to tell you everything they want you to know about yourself. But anyway, it said, did not mate with the Aryan, so now they have a new name. Now they are Aryan. Gods. Oh, it did that. I did not know it would do that. Okay. In Aryan race, we all know that they are the skinheads, right? Aryan is a term expressing various ethno-linguistic or racial United States targeted individual, and also their income. The Aryan race was a racial CCIE made up the word racial grouping commonly used in the whatever language. It is a loan word. Okay, so now once the spaceship comes down, they start to take words on loan. How much do they have to pay? Does it have interest on it? But anyway, the Aryan gods, you know, the skinheads, the pink motherfuckers, they always thought they were gods. You know, there's a movie called, I think it's called Generation X. The guy, he puts the melanated man's face on the card and then stomps it as to fuck up his teeth and everything else. I was like, wow. But then he goes to prison and he finds out things, and see, that is kind of like Inky's children. You see how he went to prison? Kind of like training. And then when he comes out, he knows the things that he was taught was not real. He had to go to prison to find out, to the pits of hell to find out. So, Set, who I am from, Set. I am also from Shem. Set, he did not fuck around with those Martians, the pink people, and they remain pure. See, human. They remain pure, which is human, and equals perfect. But up here, they will tell you that the Aryans, they're now Aryans, they're human, and all that other kind of shit. This shit is so confusing. If I didn't know how to read this shit, I'd be fucking lost. Now, I'm going to say this is Inky. Inky called Noah and his 3 sons to build the ark. No, he did not. He only spoke to Noah, because Noah's 3 sons were like children today. Every time Noah would ask them to do something at building this ark, his sons, they would do what he said. Then they would fall asleep, and he would have to go and wake them up so they can do this and do that again. So now, Inky called Noah to build the ark. The great flood came and destroyed this mutant human Martian race. See? Except for the 2 that had came down and planted their foot on what is called Italy today. Along with the children of Cain. Along with the children of Cain, the children of Yes, who formed an alliance with the aliens from Mars. I've been telling people forever and a day, these people are Martians, but they want to blame the aliens, but they are Martians. Now, they're the aliens from Mars, yeah, they're from Venus and Politis. Did you know they did go to Venus and had those people all fucked up? Oh, man, goodness gracious, these people fuck up every fucking thing in the world. In the universe, in the galaxies. When the flood came, Satan and his demons in Martian bodies, so they let you know they are in Martian bodies, so they are pink, non-melanated. So Satan and his demons in non-melanated bodies escaped the earth in the spaceships. At the time of the flood, that's when Romulus, that is when they came down in a spaceship, the parents would have come to, but everything was so destroyed that they only had enough material to build a ship for the 2 small babies. And after the flood, Satan and his demons returned to the gods from the stars and deceived the peoples of ancient summer. Of ancient summer. Some, like the sum of money. Satan and his demons returned as the gods from the stars. Oh, now, okay. So now that is when they return, the Nordics, they have no mind nor dicks. That's when they returned. It is very possible, everything is possible to this nigga, that in the flood, Satan lost his mothership and the host of demons that inhabit the Martian corpse. Satan could be reproduced. Satan can be reduced to a few smaller UFO crafts and a secondary group of demons inhabiting the remaining Martian bodies. So I guess in the flood they all die. What if they all die and they can just go in and assume another fucking dead body? Then why the fuck they got to flee somewhere else? Just wait till they die and then get in their bodies and stay in your ass back up. Why do all the work of getting in a spaceship, going somewhere, and then coming back? Doesn't make sense. This is exactly what we read of the book of Jude, New Testament, an excerpt from the book of Enoch. I used to have that book too. And the angels who kept not first the state and left the habitation to go after strange flesh, so God placed them in chains in the abyss, awaiting everlasting judgment to come in the last day. So I guess God must place them in chains, so God must have put them in slavery. So now to me, God is turning into the Aryan motherfuckers. No, and the angels who kept not the first estate. So I'm going to say our first estate here. I'm talking about with all of us together, the so-called slaves, which were the Hebrews, and the Moors, which are Hebrews too, but don't tell them that, okay? So I'm going to say the first estate was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oklahoma. There are words that too, and it means okay. And Tulsa is USA. So it was okay for USA to go and drop bombs on them. It must have been okay. No one says anything. I didn't even learn about it when I was a child. My parents, my grandparents, my great grandparents, no. My great granny, she is my mom. She is Grandma Chim. My Grandma Chim. She is my great grandmother. She told me about like the Indian stuff. She told me some things and I was too young to even not comprehend. But she told me that, but I can't remember her telling me about Black Wall Street, although she probably did. As I said, I was too young. So now God has placed them in chains in the abyss, awaiting everlasting judgment to come into the last day. So when is the last day going to come? I've been hearing about the last day since I was a child and still fucking here. Now the abyss is somewhere supposed to be black, right? With all of this goddamn black around. I am in the abyss right now, in chains. Now, I did keep our first estate. Yahweh bin Prophet Noble too. He also had an estate. See, that's an estate. And then Yahweh came in my world, in my life, and I live in the flesh, and I knew it was about that. That was our first estate. And I do keep the first estate, the first laws. I keep my laws as much as I can keep in someone else's house. Although, they place me in houses so that I can be handled. And no one is into my culture, so therefore, and my culture is not on the outside of me anymore. It's only on the inside. I keep it and I hold it on the inside. Just like my New Year's, everyone wants for my daughter's party, because of course, they're going to stay in the world because they are being animated by Martian technology. They don't care that, this is your New Year. They don't care about that. They want to go and party and forget that the bullshit is going on. Which isn't in a sense of way I cannot blame them, but everyone is like that. I probably would have still been like that if it had not been for my Abba, who came as my brother first, Moses as well. I would still be in the same condition they are in, but he came to raise me up, and I wanted to be raised up. I wanted to be away from the pink people. I did not want to look like them. I did not want to dress like them. My hair was natural. From the time I was 16 to maybe 19, I had a perm. After that, no more. I don't want to look like them. I don't even want to wear the same clothes. I used to make my own clothes, and I wore white every day. They did not like that. Now, fallen angels and hijacking alien technology, and they are not angels. Well, we can say that they are the gods, because they are still the gods today. They're still gods. The fallen gods hijacking alien technology, and they did hijack it, animating Martian bodies and mating with melanated beings, is simply Jude Enoch updated for us today, for 2005 AD. The true meaning of what happened in Genesis 6 and 4. He's a true meaning of what happened live. He's a pink motherfucker. And this is his theory. See, they always have a fucking theory. It says, my theory above explains the stories and legends of ancient summer, of the gods coming to them in flying ships, traversing. I'm going to look this up real quick, okay? Just give me a minute. I have to. This looks like a town they trapped me in. It was called Tavares in Florida. I just want the meaning to it, just to be, travel way across to Traverse. So why is it spelled Traverse? To go against Traverse. I should have went to the etymology of the word. That's why I do. I just wanted a definition. Something that crosses or lies across. They are lying to. A form of denial of a matter of fact alleged by the opposing party in a legal pleading. Okay, so the gods coming to them in flying ships. Okay, something that crosses, they crossed. Okay, the form of denial of matter of fact alleged by the opposing party in a legal pleading. A compartment or recess formed by a partition, curtain, or screen. A gallery or loft providing access from one side to another in a large building. Traverse. It's the reason they use this word, traverse. Okay, so I have that. So it's traverse the heavens. So like making apartments in the heavens or just going across. You know what does that? You know what does this? Chemtrails. When they are spraying the chemtrails, they are traversing the heavens. And the gods who come from the heaven to earth, this explains the ancient drawing and statues, United States and states, a winged globe, flying disc, a winged eagle man, ancient astronauts in chariots of the gods. See? C-A-R-S, cars. Chariot is in the word car. Now, when I went down into the underworld and to learn of Inky and Anu and Inlo as they took me on my journey, you do not see what is this here, do you? This is Anu right here. You see the hand he has on Inky. And also his hand will go right here. See? To stop Inky like that. You know, like if you were in a car and then you have to put on your brakes real quick, you take your hand and put it over your tail like that. So that is Inu's hand. This is Inu and this is Inky. They give Inky this face because of all the evil deeds they have done. But the pink man will take this face and tell you a whole different fucking story to make you feel good. So that they don't have to actually tell you the memory that is real. I don't know why they brought it up in the first place. Now here, I almost said that on the watches, remember? But here is the watch, but I know that is the watch. Maybe this is what Aiden was trying to get this time out. And he would this upon the earth, and it looks as though he has a purse, you see? And they skirt and shit, they probably could use this to make you gay too. Wow. Wow, I try to show this one to Inky. Wow. Anyway, this should be on Anu's wrist, not Inky's. Sometimes I think they drew this shit themselves and then they bring it to us because they've never seen it on a wall. And they knew that Anu and Inky and all of them were here. They knew that. They knew they left too, and they know the reason they left. And they also know their end too. And get left behind because she was not there. They had to have this on to come to Earth because their timing is different. So this is an instrument for them to know how much time they have, how much time is left on this planet before they have to get the fuck out, and then they can come back later. They keep coming back and coming back. You just don't know it because the pink man has not told you they came back. Now, this explains why the ancient Sumerians. Now, let's talk about this word and this word. CIA. You see, I told you they're telling you the story. 3400 BC. They know all the way back then. Really? Go and get someone from 3400 BC. Bring them here and let them tell me about this picture. So now, this explains why the ancient Sumerians, again, this is a code word for America, A-M-E-R-I, then a C in the E. It is covert, that's why you do not see the C here, you see. But they can turn that into a C and get CIA because they hide everywhere. You can see Mary right there. They just took the C out to put two C's over here. One goes there for America. And here's CIA again. They do not fool me. I can see them in their writing. This is what Harry Bill came to do. God damn it, he is my album. I know what the fuck. And I am not supposed to be doing this kind of shit because I am a female. I'm really not supposed to do it. I know it because I know how to play the game. I know how to deal with codes and stuff and words. But I am not supposed to be doing this because I am a female. This is a brother's job. But I could not find a brother to do it. They were slamming the door in my face. Like am delusional. We're going to deal with Dr. Valentine. He has a delusional video too. I think in that video, he will call me delusional too. I haven't watched it yet. One I have watched, but that delusional, I have not watched it. And maybe he did not name it that, I don't know, because they do change the names of his videos. So, the America and the CIA, before our consciousness, had advanced knowledge of our solar system already. Of course they did. They're Inky's children, kids. What the fuck do you think of the spherical? And see here again, CIA. But when you see CIA like this, it is mixed up because it can be for melanated and non-melanated. Here's their plan on the ETs, revolving counterclockwise around the sun. This would also explain how the ancient Americans had knowledge of who? Nibiru, the comet planet. Now, do you know where Nibiru came from, this name? This name came from a pink man that saw it in the sky, and he named it after himself, but I'm glad he named it Nibiru. You know, that's how I pronounce it, Nibiru, because I am a Nibiru, and I can get almost my name, Bitina, 6 letters. Nibiru carries the letter 8. When you add my name up and everything, you will get a number 8. You will also get a lot of 13s in my birth, you know. Like 526 is 13. And I was born in 58, that's 13 also. But when you add them all up together, you get 8, the same as the number for the planet. Nibiru, which is life. Nibiru. Many people claim to have contact with extraterrestrials. Speaking of meetings, the Nordics, tall humanoids beings with blonde hair, and the brightest of blue eyes, and this is how they get you to fall in love with them, and love is their fucking spell. If you have blonde hair, pink skin, and you have blue eyes, you are dead. You are dead. You have no melanin whatsoever. It's 22 minutes in, and I'm going to damn sure come back. I think I have a known time on this. I'm going to only do a little bit more of this, and then I need to get to Malcolm X, because I spent a lot of time with him, and now we have found something else, you know, on the internet. It's like they know what me and my entities are talking about. It's like they know what we are fucking talking about. So I'm going to do a little more of this, maybe one more video, and I really want to get to Malcolm X. Now you're out.